Well, here we are, folks. Gather round as we dive into the delightful world of questionable career choices. Today, we're tackling a gem titled "This Job Has a 2 Survival Rate." Now, I don't know about you, but when I hear 2 survival, I start wondering if I am watching a job application video or a horror movie trailer. Spoiler alert, it might just be both, so grab your helmets and maybe a life jacket, because if this job doesn't send you running for the hills, I don't know what will. And trust me, if I had a nickel for every time I rolled my eyes at a video like this, I'd have enough to retire in peace, if only the forest would allow it. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe and like. Unless you enjoy wasting your time on mediocre content, then by all means stay put. Let's see what kind of nonsense awaits us in this survival nightmare.
A job that makes you face waves taller than buildings? Or how about a job where you get hit with actual tornadoes? Or the most extreme job where you have to step on landmines?
Stepping on landmines, now that's a career choice that really takes the cake. Or should I say, the explosive. I can just imagine the job interview. So, what makes you qualified for this position? Well, I have a knack for dodging danger and a strong desire to live on the edge. Literally, honestly, if your job description sounds like a scene from an action movie, maybe it's time to reconsider your life choices.
Landmines. These are only a few of the most dangerous jobs, but first we're starting with volcano researchers. That's definitely and active. Now I can see how this is one of the most dangerous jobs.
He's so close.
Now, how do you research the lava? Bro, looking like this guy looks like an ant.
It's bubbling.
I just want to know what you're gonna do to research it. Do you grab like the ashes and the dirt, go take it back to the lab and say that's hot?
You take cool pictures.
Surely you gotta be like laced up. Why?
Laced up? You better be more than just laced up if you're standing that close to a volcano. I mean, what's next? A casual stroll through a lava field. These folks must have a death wish or a serious lack of common sense. I can't even handle a hot cup of coffee without burning my tongue, let alone standing on the edge of a molten pit.
Up. Why are they in tinfoil? Isn't that gonna make them hotter? Dog!
Shut up! That lava just went at him!
Does this protect you from the lava?
There's no shot.
Then why would you not wear the tinfoil? So like they're just chilling here being like, oh my gosh, can't wait to take a cool selfie for the gram. And then the volcano like, I don't like how I look.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, the panic would set in.
Literally went to the ground. Oh, it's a little guy.
It almost looks like we're on the moon. Oh my god. Wait, what volcano is this? This is huge. That's
huge. That's an understatement. It looks like Mother Nature decided to throw a tantrum. Standing near that thing is like playing tag with a freight train. Good luck with that. I can't imagine what kind of thrill-seeking lunatic thinks. Yeah, let's get a closer look at the fiery pit of doom. If this is what they call research, I'd rather stick to my bog where the only thing bubbling is my morning coffee.
Huge. That's far too long to stay up there. It's already been 5 minutes.
It's another Italian.
The average Europeans, man, they're like, let's push past the 20-minute sauna barrier, past the 5-minute volcanic barrier.
Oh, don't slip. This is the wrong time to slip.
What are they doing? Okay, is that the research bag? No, that's the camera.
Oh, it's chasing him.
Because can you, like, you know, we can, like, kind of predict the weather? There's, like, a weather forecast. Is there a lava forecast? Based on, like, the seismic activity or something? You know, the good thing is, thankfully, the lava's kind of slow. You know,
Slow, that's a relief. But let's not kid ourselves. Slow lava is still lava. It's like saying a bear is just a little hungry. You still don't want to be anywhere near it. I can just imagine someone saying, oh, it's fine. It's just taking its time. Yeah, until it decides to pick up the pace and turn you into a crispy critter.
You know, you could outrun that. If you're scared of heights, this next job, not for you.
Aw, dang it.
But you would get some sweaty palms. Even if you like the heights, you know you're gonna be...
Oh, gosh, dude.
Hey, they are strapped.
Yeah, but you're still falling.
Oh, yeah, you're definitely falling. And then you gotta, like, call somebody to help you get up. Because now, where are you going over here? Oh,
I hope they get paid tons of money. Okay, helicopter? You strapped in there, right?
No, but the guy's on the side. This is how they get up there. They get a free helicopter ride. I thought they had to climb. Okay, now this looks like a terrible idea.
A terrible idea, you think? Strapping yourself to a helicopter while dangling over a volcano is basically asking for a one-way ticket to the emergency room. I mean, who thought this was a good plan? Hey, let's combine heights, danger, and molten rock. What could possibly go wrong? It's like they're trying to win the award for most likely to become a lava pizza.
Does this not look like, okay, yeah, there's electricity. Make sure you touch it, you know?
They look like sloths.
Well, I want to know what the crawl test is for. Like, this is looking like some kind of, like, electrical marines. Now, I don't know what these are.
Teslas.
I think they're just shocks.
Why are they trying to shock everything?
Well, they gotta ground. Bro, if you thought this was a tall job, the next one, they literally changed light bulbs on buildings taller than the Eiffel Tower. That is crazy. Wait,
It can't be that tall.
who's got light bulbs?
It's not stopping. It's still going, Preston.
So I've always wondered, whose antenna is this?
Whose antenna? That's a great question. I mean, it's not like anyone wakes up and thinks, today's the day I climb a tower taller than my hopes and dreams. This is a job that screams, I have a death wish and a penchant for heights. You've got to wonder if the person up there is just trying to get a better signal for their Netflix binge. If I were up there, I'd be more concerned about how to get back down without turning into a pancake.
Who owns this antenna? Because all it says is pole climber, but what type of pole? Look how tall that is, person.
Could you do this?
I could do this, but I want to know, okay, now what is this light bulb doing?
Well, I mean, an airplane might fly by. It needs a light.
Legally, you're right. You do have to have those.
I mean, this tower's so tall that an airplane could hit it.
I mean, if it was a cloudy day. Now, it looks tempting, like you could fall and it would break your fall. It will not break your fall.
If I was doing this, I would actually drop the light bulb.
Did you see him smacking it? Because that light bulb is not crazy big. Like, it's kind of like a normal-sized bulb.
A normal-sized bulb. For a tower that tall, I'd expect something that could light up a football field. But here we are, risking life and limb for what looks like a glorified nightlight. It's like they're saying, hey, let's dangle from the sky for a light bulb that's not even worth the effort. If I were up there, I'd be more concerned about the wind than the bulb itself.
Bulb. Please wait until the end of the video because people are going to use bomb suits to test actual landmines. But first, one of the most dangerous jobs, Hollywood stuff.
Oh, here we go. Oh, stop. Is that John Wick? Whoa. Oh, this is Jason
Okay, yeah, so it shows you what it looks like before and then after.
No, this is John Wick. Oh my, they pretty much do it.
I mean, look, I know it's soft, but it still looked very painful.
So I've been in the movie business. The stunt actors, if they get hurt, that's the take. I promise you.
Wait, so if they get hurt, they're just...
Yeah, they're like, all right, that's the one.
So, if they get hurt and that's the take, it's like a twisted version of no pain, no gain. That's a wild way to approach a job. I can just picture the director saying, great job, but can we get a little more blood next time? It's like they're filming a movie and auditioning for a hospital bed at the same time. Talk about multitasking.
That's the one.
That's the one?
Go for that. Family. This is Fast and Furious.
How do you know all this out of the gate? And you know there's just a ball running down
and they're driving. This poor extras.
Wait, but that's a real explosion. So these people are running over here. That's a real explosion.
That driver's awesome.
Prime Minister of Italy is upset that they're doing this in their backyard.
Yeah, but I make a lot of money. Oh, wait. Those are real.
Oh, but wait, hold on. I think it's got to be like smoke bombs.
Transformers.
Oh.
Transformers, now that's a twist. I can just imagine the director yelling, more explosions, less logic. It's like they're trying to outdo each other in the who can create the most chaos contest. If I were in that crowd, I'd be more worried about dodging debris than enjoying the show. But hey, at least it's not a boring day at the office.
Oh, that is so cool.
Transformers.
That's so cool. Stop knowing every movie.
This is Transformers.
Have a problem.
Because there's more than anime out there.
You know every movie? Like this video if you knew every single movie because he knew it by heart.
Come at me. Oh, Twisters.
Twisters?
Yeah, the sequel to Twister.
How do you know this?
Come on, I went on a date.
I don't know how he would know this. I would see this and think some kind of bizarre new musical that came out.
Okay, I liked all the wiggles.
Bro, they're not wiggling, they're getting sucked up by a tornado.
I thought it was a real tornado.
This I feel like would be actually really fun as a stunt.
Fun as a stunt? Sure, if you enjoy the thrill of being flung around like a rag doll. It's all fun and games until someone gets a face full of debris. I can just imagine the director saying, all right, folks, let's make this look as dramatic as possible while we defy the laws of physics. If I were up there, I'd be more worried about landing safely than looking cool. But hey, at least it beats a boring day in the office.
Because this one you're not falling, you're just hanging on. And all right, now let's show me the stunt, man. So is this a stunt driver? Oh, wow.
And he does a flippy do?
I think he has to be in the car. Yeah, they want the inside shot. So even though they technically don't get hurt when they do that, it bruises like the inside of their body. Jeez. But we do have some actors that do their own stunts, like Tommy Cruise. Look at that.
Oh, that's the Burj.
I would want to do
Khalifa
in Dubai.
Doing stunts in Dubai, now that's a bold choice. I mean, who wouldn't want to dangle off the side of the Burj Khalifa? It's like saying, I enjoy living on the edge, literally, but let's be real. If I were up there, I'd be more focused on not losing my lunch than looking cool for the camera. It's all fun and games until the Wayne decides to join the party.
In Dubai, I've seen that building before. Really
That's the tallest building in the world. And Tommy's just crawling on it like Spider-Man.
I'm calling him Tommy.
I don't know.
You have to call him Tommy. Look at he's kind of a Chad for doing this, I will say. Because I don't think most of the actors do their own stunts. All right, there he goes. Tommy's on the bikey. He really is multifaceted because you have to do a lot of training.
No way. Is that a parachute? No.
That's
a parachute. Oh, he actually did that.
Now, that is a crazy stunt.
I thought it was a stunt guy. The director's like,
please pull the chute.
Survive.
Please survive. That's the kind of pep talk you want before launching yourself off a cliff. It's like the director is saying, we need this shot, but if you could not become a human pancake, that would be great. I can't imagine the stress of filming something like that. If I were the director, I'd be pacing like a toad on a hot rock, praying for a safe landing.
Please shoot. Please pull. Please. Oh,
He got it.
W.
You know what its secret is? Cruise control. Tom Cruise control.
Bro, you must feel like a king when you get down from that, though.
All right.
I want to know, too, how long did he train for this? It had to have been at least a day. The next dangerous job is in the most unforgiving place in the world, the ocean.
Oh, Deadliest Catch. Great show.
Yeah, but okay, so what's this? Is this the is this North Atlantic Sea?
North Atlantic Sea, off the coast of Alaska. They're hunting snow crab.
But this is where the waves get actually wicked.
Yeah.
Wicked waves, now that's an understatement. If I were out there, I'd be clinging to the side of the boat like a toad on a lily pad, praying I don't end up as fish food. It's like Mother Nature decided to throw a tantrum, and these folks are right in the middle of it. I can't imagine the adrenaline rush, or the sheer terror, of trying to haul in crabs while the ocean is trying to toss you overboard.
Yeah, like crazy damage.
But this is kind of crazy.
And they're just doing this day to day, every day.
Do you ever just go on TikTok and I just look up Phasmophobia?
Yes.
Because I just love watching these waves.
I hate watching those waves.
Really? Because to me it's peaceful.
That's peaceful?
I'm on a boat.
It's slippery. It's cold.
300 years ago, people were doing this in wooden ships.
Yeah, dying in wooden ships,
yeah.
Preston.
Well, we have metal ones now.
And they're still dying.
Well, not as much. And how else are we going to get crabs? Captain, you okay?
Yeah, Captain's just chilling inside. Oh.
The captain's just chilling inside. That's one way to lead a crew. Meanwhile, the rest of the team is out there battling the elements like it's a scene from an action movie. I can just imagine the captain sipping coffee, thinking, you guys got this, right? It's like he's the king on his ship while everyone else is doing the heavy lifting. If I were out there, I'd be hoping for a little more teamwork and a little less eyes in the captain. Eyes just supervise.
Oh, I hate this.
Yeah, these ones are actually terrifying. You have to stand so far away from the chain.
Guy's about to jump up.
Well, he's making sure that the chain ain't going down there.
If that snaps, though, you know the amount of weight and pressure?
Bro, poor fish underneath that anchor. That's all I can think about.
Nemo's just like, where's my depth?
Yes, this is the clip. I've seen this 1,000 times.
Dude, this is not peaceful. This is terrifying.
Get a little bit PC. I get a little peaceful.
Makes me want to say something not PC.
Because it's just you go down and then it's.
Whoa, that's an understatement. It's like saying a hurricane is a light breeze. The sheer drop and the chaos of the ocean below would have me questioning all my life choices. If I were standing there, I'd be gripping onto something for dear life, wondering why I thought this was a good idea in the first place. It's a wild ride, but I'd prefer my thrills without the risk of becoming fish food.
It's kind of peaceful.
They just turned into a submarine.
I'm not the one in the boat. Now, you normally wouldn't think of trees as deadly, but this next job might prove you wrong.
What? Cut him with a little handsaw. They're so tall.
I was waiting for the sound.
Oh, dude, this is such a dangerous job. Look at that. Oh,
where do you go? Bro, I mean, it's a 50-50.
It really is. 50-50. You're flipping a coin.
What direction do you go? They have to train you in that situation and be like, if the tree cracked this way, go that way. Man cuts palm tree while sitting on it.
Cutting a palm tree while sitting on it. Now that's a recipe for disaster. It's like saying, I enjoy living life on the edge. Literally, I can't imagine the adrenaline rush, but also the sheer stupidity of it. If that tree decides to give way, it's not just a fall. It's a one-way ticket to the emergency room. I'd rather stick to my cozy bog than risk becoming a headline for most dangerous tree trimmer.
Watch what happens.
Catapult.
Hold on, buddy.
Yo, that's kind of sick.
This guy's got to know.
What if it snaps?
Has the guy never, used a rubber band?
That's a good point.
He's never experienced physics before. Now, this is a big tree.
It's a big one. It's a big one. That noise is ASMR. Team trees. That was massive.
Very massive.
What is he about to pull on?
What is he about to pull on? That's the million-dollar question. If he's pulling on something attached to that massive tree, I hope he's got a solid plan. It's like playing tug of war with a giant. Good luck with that. If it goes wrong, he might just find himself in a game of how fast can I run away from a falling tree. I'd be more inclined to grab some popcorn and watch from a safe distance.
No.
Hey, yo.
No, I don't think that's supposed to happen.
Hey, yo.
All right, so I think that they're trying to pull the branch
Down slowly, but it snaps and then
Something definitely did not go according to plan. When lumberjacks have to cut a crazy tree, they will literally put a chainsaw on a helicopter.
That is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Is this not a weapon of mass destruction?
It could be. Zombies around?
Like, it literally is crazy. I mean, it's just a bunch of chainsaws on a stick. Oh.
A bunch of chainsaws on a stick. Now that's a creative way to tackle tree cutting. It's like they did go big or go home to a whole new level. I can just imagine the thought process. Why use one chainsaw when you can have a whole arsenal dangling from a helicopter? It's both impressive and a little terrifying. If that doesn't scream adventure, I don't know what does.
On a stick.
Oh, that's how they trim. Oh, they trim forests.
Yeah, they just go in a direction. But it's just so hilarious that it's just dangling.
Just swing it around. And there's electrical wires everywhere.
I just figured there'd be like some kind of method to the madness, some kind of science. Like maybe you attach it to a truck. No, we put it on a helicopter with a 100-foot rope and dangle it and just let it swing. The most dangerous job is coming up, but now we get to check out the F1 drivers. Oh, here we go.
Can't be that dangerous.
I mean, yes, it is. I mean, the cars are just going so fast and they're all open. They have to have insane reflexes.
Insane reflexes, you bet. Phone drivers are practically superheroes behind the wheel. The speeds they reach are mind-boggling, and one tiny mistake can lead to disaster. It's like playing a high-stakes game of chess at 200 miles per hour, where the pieces are made of metal and the board is a racetrack. If I were in that car, I'd be praying for divine intervention and hoping my reflexes were up to par.
Reflexes. I remember reading about this, that it's like nobody that's really over the age of 25.
There's a McLaren in the road.
That's why you have to be so young and agile.
Oh, cool points. Was that on purpose?
I don't know if it was actually.
Those are saves.
You know what's crazy though is it looks like they're doing this intentionally.
That's how good they are.
It doesn't look like an accident. Like it looked like they meant to do that. Like look at this guy.
Oh gosh.
He's like, I meant to do that. Crowd favorite, by the way. Do a barrel roll.
Their heads are just sticking out.
Their heads just sticking out. That's a wild sight. It's like they're playing a game of how close can we get to danger without actually being in it. The pit crew is practically a well-oiled machine. But with all that chaos, it's a miracle they don't end up with a helmet in the face. It's impressive how they manage to work together under such pressure, but I'd be more inclined to keep my head down and avoid any flying tires.
That's the one thing that is so crazy.
Oh no. Oh! Sabotage!
Gosh, bro. Oh, God is looking out for that back car. Could you imagine that? Dude,
that's terrifying.
That's playing dirty.
Oh,
at least the F1 drivers have standby medics. I can't say the same for ice climbers. All right, climbing the ice, looking very pretty. Like this is, okay, no, this sounds crazy, right? But this is frozen water. But just think about it. But just think about it for a moment, all right? What if it unfreezes? What if it's not stable frozen water? Like it's not, like you see what I'm saying? Like this
Absolutely, climbing on potentially unstable frozen water is like playing a game of will it hold. It's a high-stakes gamble where one wrong move could lead to a very cold plunge. The thrill of the climb is overshadowed by the constant worry of what lies beneath that ice. If I were up there, I'd be more focused on finding the safest path and looking cool for the camera.
All ice is as hard as the other.
Yeah, exactly. There are harder ices than the other ices. Like, that's hard ice.
But then he might stab it into loose ice, so you have to test every single spot you stab.
Well, that's why you keep one hook in and then the other hook out. See?
Look, it could chip off like that.
I don't actually like how they keep attacking the same Oh, and then you slide.
Oh, those poor ankles.
Why we have an anchor. All right, you see those? Those are beautiful anchors. All right, well, if you thought that was scary, imagine being an ice fall doctor. These are the people treating people on Mount Everest.
Treating people on Mount Everest. Now that's a job that comes with a side of danger. These folks are literally risking their lives to help others at one of the most treacherous places on Earth. It's like being a doctor in a war zone, but instead of bullets, you've got avalanches and freezing temperatures. I can't imagine the pressure of having to make life or death decisions while battling the elements. If I were up there, I'd be more focused on staying upright than playing doctor.
Everest. Could you imagine having to do this? And they look like they're just in like their Sunday Zooms.
How do you get this job?
That's not a bridge.
Imagine lying on your resume for this one.
Dude, like, this is like a Home Depot ladder with some Home Depot rope around it. And they're like, yup, I'm a doctor. Trust me, I've done this before. A little more pressure and you're, oh my gosh, bro, this makes me need to pee.
Look at that, you can't even see the bottom.
At least you know if you fall, it's over quick.
Listen, this is a professional who does this all the time, and
A professional who does this all the time, that's a comforting thought. If you can call dangling off a cliff professional, it's like saying, don't worry folks, this is just another Tuesday for me. I can't imagine the level of confidence it takes to climb that high and trust your gear. If I were up there, I'd be questioning every life choice that led me to this moment.
and he's still nervous.
I can't believe they're actually called icefall doctors. Look at them. You thought I was capping. I thought I was lying too. Actually, an icefall doctor.
They're kind of saving the people who are going to climb, right?
Who are they saving by climbing a ladder from Home Depot?
No. Oh, I'm scared.
They always have the hardest. But it still doesn't make it less scary because it's like that feeling of falling. You're always going to be like low-key panicking.
Yep, you pee your pants every time.
So if the icefall doctor fall, who get the icefall doctor? The most dangerous jobs is when you have to step on landmines.
Stepping on landmines, now that's a job that takes guts, or a serious lack of common sense. It's like playing a game of hot potato with explosives. I can't even handle a stubbed toe without complaining, let alone risking my limbs for a paycheck. If I were in that situation, I'd be more inclined to take up knitting or something a little less life-threatening.
It's coming, but in the meantime, we're gonna check out the special forces.
Oh, it's filling up.
I think this is the one that, this is like a training.
Oh, for like
Is this like
crash.
if you're, I think this is like an airplane crash? Yeah, so like you're in the water, like what do you do? Because you gotta get out, you gotta have your weapons, and you also gotta make sure your comrades are good.
They are as cool as a cucumber.
Well, okay, but if this happens in real combat, it'd be very different.
Yeah, I kind of want to do this.
It does like look like it would be a fun challenge. I don't know why. Look at it. So this is like the whole of the helicopter and it just gets spun. It's like a whisk in the water.
Yeah, so if you...
A whisk in the water, that's a vivid image. It's like they're mixing up a dangerous cocktail of chaos and adrenaline. I can only imagine the whirlpool effect that would create. If I were in that situation, I'd be hoping to stay afloat rather than getting caught in the spin. It's a wild way to train, but it definitely keeps things interesting.
Okay, so if you crash, you're not just gracefully falling.
Blend it.
People who crash, they don't know which direction is up or down.
I just float. I mean, like, if you're assuming you have breath still in you,
You might be out of breath, dude.
floating to the top is the best way.
Helicopter.
Oh, raid training.
Go. That's so cool. That will never not be cool.
It's always iconic. Like, I think when you think of America, you think this. Helicopter with the special forces dropping in.
This is straight up Black Ops.
Is this how they break the windows? You know, what is this? What is this? I need to see what the poles are.
wait.
Seeing special forces rappelling down like that is impressive. It's a well-coordinated operation that requires precision and teamwork. The way they move is almost like a choreographed dance, but with a much higher stakes involved. If I were up there, I'd be more focused on not losing my grit than looking cool. It's a thrilling sight, but definitely not for the faint of heart.
What the poles are.
Wait, what are the poles for?
I don't know. Oh, look at the upside down. Did you see how he's upside down?
Oh, yes. Go inside.
Get the breach and clear.
Oh, yeah, they rigged it.
It's so sick.
Wait, they do that?
I just love the breach and clear.
I like that they all got each other's backs. Like, hey, I got you, dude.
Look, you got to make sure. All right, have you ever thought about how the windows on skyscrapers stay clean? Because that's the next job we're about to see.
Is he sitting?
Yep. I mean, look, I currently live in a high-rise, and I have seen the guy when I wake up and I'm in my underwear. Well, like, they don't announce when they're clean.
They don't announce when the window cleaners are coming. That's a bold move. Imagine waking up to see someone hanging outside your window, casually washing the glass while you're still in your pajamas. It's like a surprise visit from a very dedicated housekeeper. I'd be half excited and half terrified, wondering if I should wave or hide.
Announce when they're cleaning the windows. So like sometimes it's an awkward moment. All you do is smile and wave. Like you're cleaning your windows and like, bro, I got enough to clean. I got to clean that image out of my head.
What if it's windy?
It just looks satisfying. And it does get more dangerous because this is the team responsible for cleaning the windows of the tallest building. I don't even know what this is. Is this the Wiz Khalifa?
This might be the Wiz Khalifa.
This is the Wiz Khalifa. Come on, man. All right, Sir Burge.
Oh, that's so tall.
So Tom Cruise, they had to actually clean this after he filmed that.
Yep, all the footprints.
All the footprints left behind, that's a reminder of the wild stunts that went down. It's like a signature left on the tallest building in the world. I can only imagine the adrenaline rush of filming up there, and then having to clean it all up afterward. It's a mix of excitement and responsibility. Talk about a high-stakes job.
He's a dirty man. So I want to know the time it takes. The amount of windows this thing has. Do you just spread out like an entire, like just the whole thing, the length of the windows, and then you just go down? The way that it's obviously like foundationally built, like it just expands as you get closer to the base. It's like by the time you get near the base, you need like 10,000 people just to clean the bottom.
I bet you there's no one even up at these.
This guy looks stressed. I hope these people get paid really well. Or like what happens if we didn't clean the windows? Now we move on to our second most dangerous job.
Moving on to the second most dangerous job. Now that's intriguing. If it's anything like the previous segments, I can only imagine the level of risk involved. Whether it's storm chasers or something equally wild, it's bound to be a heart-pounding adventure. I'd be curious to see what kind of madness unfolds next.
Job, the storm chasers.
He looks like a tornado watcher. He has that look.
The guy looks like Shaggy. Oh, right in front of us.
Right there.
What category? This is like maybe like a category, what, 2? Maybe a 1? I mean, it looks pretty big. I'm pretty sure it goes up to like 1 through 5 in the categories, 5 being the most destructive, 1 being the least.
Oh, dude, that truck is way closer than it needs to.
Why are you stopping? Like, why would you stop if you're right there? You know, I just want to be on the inside.
Oh, all the debris flying at his car.
Well, because...
Whoa, debris flying at his car? That's a serious risk. It's like being in the middle of a nature's fury, and you're just sitting there hoping for the best. If I were in that situation, I'd be hitting the gas and getting out of there faster than a toad on a hot rock. It's one thing to chase storms, but another to be caught in the chaos they bring.
Well, because you don't know when it's picked up.
You know, we technically don't know why tornadoes spawn. No, I'm serious. We literally don't. They're driving straight into that.
That's got to be like category 4. This is freaking huge. And isn't it interesting to see like the tail almost doesn't always touch the bottom? Yeah. Like now it's touching the bottom, but before it was kind of like raised. All right, now we're about to see storm chasers that have cars that have these anchors so they can go inside of the tornado. Oh, it drills into the ground? I love the look of this. I mean, it kind of looks like an above ground submarine.
Look how big that is. Look how...
That's massive. It's like watching nature's fury unfold in real time. The sheer size of that storm is both awe-inspiring and terrifying. If I were out there, I'd be torn between wanting to capture the moment and wanting to run for cover. It's a reminder of how powerful and unpredictable Mother Nature can be.
Look how big that tornado is.
I want to see if they go inside of it.
They're inside the tornado.
I love how they just park there, and then apparently the car can drill into the ground, and they're parked.
Whoa!
Mailbox! I mean, it's kind of crazy to see, like, the inside. It's a lot of sticks. Now it's time for the most dangerous job where they're testing indestructible products.
Oh. Wait, someone's in that. Not the neck.
Okay, no, this is fair. This is good.
Oh, the sternum.
It still has gotta hurt though, right? Is this like the future of the super suits? Is this
the future of super suits? Now that's an exciting thought. If this is what they're working on, it could change the game for safety in dangerous jobs. Imagine having a suit that not only protects you but also enhances your abilities. It's like something out of a sci-fi movie. If I had one of those, I'd feel invincible. Until I trip over my own feet, of course.
Super suits? Is this what our military is going to look like?
I wish.
What the?
Whoa, why were you jeez!
Now this is good. This is good advertising. That is good.
Witness a murder.
That is great advertising. Now even better advertising. He went from the knife to the machete. Oh, and the back?
Oh, the bat back.
And look at him. He's like, enough. Oh, come on. Show us the landmines.
Yes, please.
How do you build something that won't, like, that does not look like something that would protect you from a landmine. Bro, cool guys don't look at explosions.
Fool guys don't look at explosions. That's a classic line. It's the perfect blend of bravado and humor. But let's be real. If I were standing there, I'd be doing everything I could to avoid becoming part of the explosion. It's all fun and games until the smoke clears and you realize you're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Explosions. They walked these videos. Thank you so much for watching.
Well, that was a roller coaster of questionable life choices, folks. We just got a crash course in what not to do if you value your limbs, or your sanity, for that matter. From stepping on landmines to dangling off helicopters like it's a weekend hobby, this video proved to be a thrilling combination of danger and utter absurdity. Did I get what I expected from the intro? Let me think. Alright, 2 survival rate sounded like a horror movie, and it sure lived up to that reputation. If your job description sounds more like a last will and testament, maybe it's time to rethink your career path. In conclusion, if you're out there thinking about signing up for this kind of work, maybe just stick to knitting or bird watching. Heck, I'd rather wrestle with an angry raccoon in my bog than mess around with molten rock and high heights. And if you found this reaction entertaining, Well, good for you, because you just spent valuable time watching me grumble about reckless decisions. Do me a favor, subscribe to the channel and like the video. Trust me, it's way safer than any job they featured today. Until next time, stay away from cliffs, volcanoes, and anything that requires a parachute.